What's on, mini fans? This video is a follow-up to my Greebles video, link in the top right corner. This time I make a mould and cast the pieces with resin. It's taken me a while to do this vid as my silicone had gone bad and I had to order more. Anyway, if you like anything in the vid, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And also, if you want to stay up to date, remember to ring the bell icon. With YouTube as it is now, it really does help the channel if you do any of those things. Anyway, I have a few Amazon links in the description for my most used supplies, and a Patreon up and running if anyone wants to go above and beyond. Anyway, enough of that, let's get on to crafting. I start off by making a box just out of some card, and I line this with tape to make sure none of the liquid seeps through, and then I glue in my Greebles just using I actually use Mod Podge to seal the box a bit more as well, to stick those in. And then I mix up a load of silicone, and I've added a little bit of food dye just so you can see it properly. And I pour this in, and it wasn't enough, so I have to make some more and pour that in. And I also use some offcuts of some of my old molds just to sort of bulk it out a bit more. And then what I do is slam the box down a few times to try and get rid of as many air bubbles. For this particular silicone, it takes about 8 to 10 hours to set properly. So I've waited that amount of time, and then I dismantle the box and rip it all out, and then rip out the Greebles. Unfortunately, one of them got destroyed as I took it out, and some of them, the paint came off a little bit, which was a little bit odd, but you could just scrub it out quite easily. I did do some work here with a knife off camera, just trimming around some of the details, but looks good. Onto the resin pour. I've mixed up some resin, and I didn't I didn't know how much to mix up, but I got a bang on amount. I was so surprised. Anyway, I pour the resin in and then go in with a toothpick and sort of get some of the bubbles out of the details. I actually do 2 casts here. I didn't film the second one, but the second one I'll pick up the mould and drop it a few times to try and release some more of those bubbles. This resin is meant to be a 10-hour cure time, but it is not. It's still bendy at this point, but it all comes out fine and none of the details get destroyed, so it's actually a bit easier to get it out in some ways. So anyway, I release most of the Greebles and then get onto that vent thing, and that one was tough to get out. I wouldn't be able to get this out unless the resin was bendy, honestly. So maybe I did do it at the right time. Now, there were a few issues, and you see on this vent thing here, there were some big air bubbles. So they've just left these big gaps. I fix all of these with modelling putty. Doesn't take long, but you know, it would be great if this didn't happen. I think the only way to get around this is to have a vacuum chamber, which maybe I'll get in the future, but for now, it's absolutely fine. I do a very simple paint job here. I've primed all the pieces, base coated in burnt umber, and then I give them a dry brush of silver just to pick out some of those details so we can see. And that's the end of this project. Hope you liked the video, and here's a photo of the kind of finished pieces. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for now.